Assalamualaikum and good evening, Mr. Ahmad. Thank you for joining me today. I will give you some feedback and suggestion for you to improve your teaching as you have completing your teaching practicum this afternoon, which is under an elective course KMU1013 Helping Relationship. Am I right?
Yes.
You were teaching Unit 2, Principle of Professional Helping Relationship, and under subtopic 3, Ethics in Helping Relationship. Okay. So for the first one, which is planning, your teaching today is followed your teaching plan. This was good, and I really like that because you able to follow your teaching plan and smoothly take it into the action. You are also able to interact with the students and starting the lecture with a reflection, which is important to compare their general knowledge and new knowledge they will gain after your lecture.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I like the way you manage your sequence and choice of activity. That was really appropriate, and I really like your planning. However, you need to try to include your learning outcomes in the slide so students will know what they are going to achieve at the end of the lessons.
Yeah. I did forget about the learning outcome. So thankfully they did happen to learn what I was trying to give them. So
Okay. That was good because students need to know what you're going to achieve. That's the important one actually. So for the instruction, firstly we start with the introduction. Your reflections conducted is important and it is really engaging because you need to make them having a clear picture of what you are going to teach. Yes, and it is a very appropriate lead into the lessons. Okay, I really like that one. Clear instruction and also clear activity. Next one is lesson development. You have a very good in developing lessons to your students, and you explain the lessons in a very good way by giving them some examples so they can relate it to the real world scenario. And all the activities are well delivered. I really like that one. However, for me, for the group discussion, you can varying the class activities, like using another digital tools to prevent them losing their focus. And you need to explain more and try to divide the complex ideas to the simpler form, and like brainstorming, doing some mind maps, writing some mind maps on the whiteboard. It also can be used, and underline the main points or also the suggestions.
What would you like to suggest me for other platform that I can use?
You can use slides on Q-report tools, that one, because you can do some activities during your lecture. Then you can use the Canva as they have a very good visual aids.
Yeah, I heard of Canva. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
very good visual aids like GIF, okay, videos, pictures, animations. I really like that one. So you can try to utilizing it for your next teaching.
Okay.
And lastly, for your closure, it was a very good closure as you summarize it, and you just need your students know what they have learned, what they have gained, some knowledge from the activities and also the lessons. I really like that one.
Thank you.
And the next one is student-centered learning. I have no comments on this because you're really good at it. You're really good in applying it. So
Thank you.
as you are using reflection to start your lecture, to brainstorm them what they're going to learn on that day. So I really like that because it can train their cognitivisms. Also, you are letting your students to know to think among them by themselves before explaining the lesson. So means that not only can build their own cognitivism, but also can increase their communication skills among yourself. However, for me, you can try to reduce the time taken for every group activities. Since for me, a discussion, just a simple discussion, 10 minutes are too long for me, because we need to complete the syllabus. And I think you can reduce it to 5 minutes. It's okay, because it also can train your critical thinking skill as well.
Because of the time, the limited time.
Yes.
So need to quickly gain ideas and write it.
Yes, that's good. And for the integration of materials and technology, you have a very good visual aids, figures. You have figures in your slides to make students more understand, to make students enjoy their class. This is important also to attract their attention to your lessons. And the one that I really prefer in your class is now, and I will apply it in my own teaching later, you are combining traditional discussion and virtual discussion. We using a digital tools, which is Mentimeter, am I right?
Yes, I did use Mentimeter.
Yes, in making it more fun. Because nowadays, instructors tend to use digital tools only because they are really dependent on the technology. They are technology savvy. So traditional is really important in polishing some skills among them.
That's right.
However, for your slides, I just need you to increase your font size, because it is too small and I cannot see it clearly from the back, and it can make your students lose focus as well, because they cannot see it.
I see. So it will be restraining their eyes, so
Yes.
making them much more tired.
Yes. Later you can try to increase the font size.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides that, for the classroom management, you are working around the class from left to right, right to left, up and down, and I really like it because it aims to monitor your students doing their class activities, because some students tend to lose their focus and doing other such thing like playing games, talking in the social media. That's really good because we need to monitor our students.
Yeah. I would like to try in a way it was for me to be attentive to them, so they're not gonna lose themselves in their own world. So
And I will apply that also in my teaching later. Besides that, you also I really like the way you pick your students randomly, because it makes the student well prepared. I can see all your students answering and completing their reflection and discussion really fast, which means they are so worried, and they're so worried and how to say having the feeling anxious, just in case their name was
they're getting called, so I
by you.
need to keep on their toes, so it must be ready for anything. So that's why I love to use it.
I love it. Later I try to implement it. However, you need to try to highlight and pick out the important points for them to remember and memorize it later, because the slide is quite wordy for me.
Yeah.
You can try to change the color of the important points, and also use brainstorming
to highlight the main point.
Yes, I'm looking for that word. And lastly, for your professionalism, I really like the way your attire. You are very good in your formal attire. Your manner of speaking I really like, because you know your limitation is an instructor, not your friend. I really like that. And your eye contact. You have a very good eye contact and within your students. You're not focusing on one thing only. or one students only.
Mm.
But you see all the way in the class. I really like that. And your manner of speaker is good as well. However, you need to vary your intonation to differ the points and attract students' interest.
So I can need to know when to highlight the main points, or I need to raise my voice.
Yes,
So, yeah,
that's the important one. And lastly, I forgot to mention this, and I really like your punctuality because you came to the class earlier before the class starts.
Yeah.
I really like that. I think that's all from me. For me, you have a very good student-centered learning. Again, I mentioned it.
Thank you.
As you apply it so good, your lesson development, introduction, closure, I like your closure. So students will know what they have learned when once they step out from the class.
Yes.
And integration of materials and technology, combination with traditional and virtual discussion, like it. And I think that's all from me.
Thank you for your observation. I would like all your observations were truly positive. I can implement it right away after our session lah. Okay.
I hope you can improve your teaching in the next future. And congratulations again
Thank
for
you.
completing your teaching practicum. And have a nice day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.